our founding fathers, a guy responds back and says, those are not your founding fathers. Guy posts a picture of the Shah of Iran, says, that's your founding fathers. But that tells you what, a part of this, there's nationalists and there's white nationalists. White nationalists, Vinny, don't want people like us.
Hold on, time out. Look, in this idiot right here just co-signing everything. He knows in that big ass head of his, with all that hair product, he knows that this is some BS. He knows. But look at he's trying so hard to split atoms here. Albert Einstein would be amazed on how this guy's trying to split hairs. Yeah, there's a difference between white nationalists and nationalists. In the Republican Party, please explain. Patrick Bet David. Yes, another rich immigrant clown, always trying to seek the approval of these racist white folks. It's weird. Like, I don't understand. Is it? Maybe, okay? I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I don't have the numbers to back this up, but it just seems like a reoccurrence situation here. And I'm going to show you 2 examples in this video, but it just feels like immigrants that come to America somehow, some way, feel like they need to cater or pander or kiss the ass of not just white folks, but the racist ones, like the real hateful in public, not the ones that are like hiding it, in a closet, you know what I'm saying? But like the full blown, like, I don't like anyone that doesn't look like me type racist. Like, is it like the woke mind virus? Is that what Elon Musk is always referring to? Because I'm confused. And it seems like no matter how much money they accumulate, like Vivic is a good example. A millionaire, almost a billionaire, if I'm not mistaken. Why does he feel like he needs to pander to these racist people? Like, do something else with your time. Patrick Bet David, which is a weird middle name. I don't know if that's his middle name. Bet, B-E-T, Bet Davids. Okay, whatever. Sounds a little, scammy to me, but an immigrant from Iran. Hey, your past on how you made that money is questionable, but hey, you made your money, okay? That's what our American system does, is allow other people to exploit other people to make money. Okay, you did what you had to do. Good for you. Congratulations, okay? Why are you trying so hard to put your nose so far up their ass? You got ish all on you. You're 2 shades darker than what you're supposed to be. Why? Why put yourself out there for everyone to clown you? I'm so confused here. Maybe I'm broke. Maybe that's broke money that can't see what rich money needs to do. But if that's what rich money is supposed to do, I don't want to be rich then. Hey, but let's take a look here. Because, like I said, Vivic is one of these individuals who, for whatever reason, and I'm trying to get this border thing off here. Give me a second. Boom, there it is. For some reason, seems not to understand. And this happened, 7 months ago. Okay? This happened recently. And Patrick, can I call you Pat? Hey, Pat, you seem to not learn from other people's mistakes. Okay, so let's take a listen. Okay, and you tell me, is it just Vivic, or do you think she just doesn't like brown people in general? Okay, and once again, she's not a nobody. She's not just some random person on TikTok just saying racist things about black folks, Indians, Iranians. No. She's a prominent person on the Republican Party. Remember that. Vivic wouldn't be talking to a random nobody. Remember.
I too am a fan of yours. I'm going to make a point of disagreeing with you so that it will be fun. You are so bright and articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American black. Can't say that about them. That's
Hey, Vivic, you smile. Hey, you smiling way too hard. Hey, and this is the perfect moment right here. This right here is America right now. Okay? Hey. You know, the racist white lady said a racist joke about black people. Oh, I'm not black. So, you know, that she's not talking about me, right? Because, you know, black folks, ew, icky, nasty, you know, keep them over there. But Indians, hey, we got this, baby. We got this. We in the white man's house. Woo, they like us, right? You know, look at that $1 million smile. He's like, hey, I got this in the bag, baby. She made black jokes. Hey, that's not me. Look at my hair. It's slicked back like those. Hey, I'm not going to say that. That's probably too much. But listen to what happens just a few moments later.
That's derogatory. And that was a great opening segment. Lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get back to
She said, hey, that's the face right there of these brown people. Okay, people of color. That's every non-white person, okay, who voted for Trump, who thinks that they're not the target of all that hate, of all that bigotry, of all that racism. No. That's just for the black folks, right? Yeah. Hey, you're smart. I agree with like 90% of what you said on that stage. You're very, you know, articulate, intelligent, but I'm not gonna vote for you, not because I disagree with your policies or I disagree with, you know, your tactics or your strategy or how to get X, Y, and Z done. No. Hey, I'm not gonna vote for you because you're a Indian, not because you're Indian, because you're a Indian. What is going on here? Am I living in the twilight zone? For those who are like 30 and younger, may not know what that is, but like that's what I feel like I'm living. And he probably trumps her, no pun intended, like in just based off of what he is worth, okay? What he has accomplished, he can probably run circles around her many times, but yet he feels like he needs to sit there and take this abuse from her. Why? That is my question. why? But you know what? It gets worse because now we got Patrick.
It's results.
Bet David in the news because he was on, and I covered this a few videos ago. He was on Twitter trying to defend Vivic and Elon when it comes to the HB1 visas. And like I said, that visa, you know, if we really want to have a good constructed conversation about it, we can figure out the flaws, you know, exploiting the workers and, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, it's something that needs to be fixed. But I'm a progressive. I want immigrants to come to this nation because, trust me, it has plenty of opportunity and space. It does. Don't let them racist people tell you different. Okay? But let's listen to Pat here, okay? Let's listen.
So my only concern with this argument is, yes, keep the jobs in America. Yes, give the jobs to American graduates. Yes, make it competitive here. And if some of these guys are coming here that are the smartest people, why not keep them? Why not recognize them?
Yeah.
Why not respect the fact that they create jobs? One of the tweets I said,
you know what? If he would have just stopped right there, or if he didn't have this weird, like, love relationship with white supremacists, what he is saying just off that Sounds good. We have the space, we have the opportunities, fix immigration reform, figure out how, these companies exploit these workers. Let's fix that and get people over here to work, make some money so they could take care of the family and everybody's happy. But there's a big old but right there. Let's listen.
Our founding fathers, a guy responds back and says, those are not your founding fathers. Guy posts a picture of the Shah of Iran, says, that's your founding father.
So funny.
But that tells you what, a part of this, there's nationalists and there's white nationalists. White nationalists, Vinny, don't want people like us.
Hold on, time out. Look, in this idiot right here just co-signing everything. He knows in that big ass head of his, with all that hair product, he knows that this is some BS. He knows. But look at he's trying so hard to split atoms here. Albert Einstein would be amazed on how this guy's trying to split hairs. Yeah, there's a difference between white nationalists and nationalists. In the Republican Party, please explain. Because the last time I checked, a white nationalist like Nick Fuentes, okay, Laura Loomer, was kicking it with your president, Trump, having dinner, cheering champagne glasses, taking selfies, riding along the private jet with Trump. You tell me how to split that right there. Because I can't tell. But that's the thing, like they will make up all these weird excuses. I can understand, like, if you're trying to just defend your position and you don't want to admit that you're wrong, so you're gonna come up with some excuses. But at least make them good excuses. Not like, you know what, there's a difference between nationalists and white nationalists. Who's the one tweeting at you? Who's the one that said, these are not your founding fathers? It's crazy to me that a wealthy individual that probably has so much potential is sitting here degrading himself, like purposely lowering his IQ to like nothing to sit here and pander for white supremacists. Well, it's a difference, and like those people are not the real Republicans. Okay, really? Once again, like I said, who is kicking it with Trump? Answer that.
White nationalists. White nationalists, Vinny, don't want people like us here.
I know.
They just don't. White nationalists are a very different model, and they can have that argument, but this got very ugly very quick.
Yeah, no, you're spot on with the white nationalist thing. So what I'm concerned about is you made an amazing tweet because your prediction has basically come true. What they're doing to basically divide and conquer Trump versus Elon. That's what I'm focused on. Can you turn me up a little bit, guys? But it's sort of what you're seeing the comments that are being made by Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller. They're sort of.
What do you think about it?
So here's what I'm thinking.
Can I read the tweet so the audience?
Hey, brother, I see the veins just popping out. Don't think too hard, okay? He's trying to come up with an excuse right now. He didn't do his homework, and he should be like, you know what? Let me because what's really happening, what the real battle is, you know what? They're trying to separate, okay? They're trying to separate Elon and Trump, right? Because that's like Batman and Robin. And if you split that, you have no Batman. You damn sure ain't got no Robin. So that's what they're trying to do by being racist towards people like us. Hey, stupid. Stop being stupid. Can we try that first and then go back to the drawing board to figure this thing out? But I guarantee you, I honestly, I don't know what he's going to say, but I guarantee you it's going to be some BS. Get ready.
Yeah, please do.
I'll go to
please
you.
do.
So here's what Steve Bannon said. Steve Bannon said, let me be clear on H-1B. I want zero. The whole thing is about, they're only geniuses, H-1B visas. That's not what it's about. It's about making American jobs and bringing over essentially what have become indentured servants at lower wages, the thing's a scam by the oligarchs in Silicon Valley to basically take jobs from American citizens, give them to what become indentured servants from foreign countries and pay them less. Simple. That's what he said.
And he does have a point right there. There is a point to basically what's happening with these guys with these H-1B visas. You said, you can pay them less versus an American.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
definitely happen.
By the way, I know people who basically outsource jobs and say, well, I can pay an American worker here.
No. You see how they're switching. This is a straw man argument. Steve Bannon doesn't want job for Americans. And trust me, I know. I watched too much of his podcast this past week. And if you don't know Steve Bannon, I mean, honestly, congratulations. Because it's nothing beneficial coming out of that old fart. Trust me. But he isn't talking about people like me. He's not like, you know what? Give Jerome that high paying job over an immigrant. Because Jerome is an American. He done paid his taxes. He done paid his dues. And he's a handsome black man, okay? Like, honestly, I wish I was him. Handsome. But no, that's not what he wants. He doesn't want people like me taking that position. What Americans do you think a Steve Bannon is speaking about? Trust me, you don't need a multiple choice question for this one. It's very obvious if you spend 5 minutes listening to that guy. But no, well, he has a good point. They will do anything to not cut off the money, cut off their viewers, because they know they catered to those type of viewers for so long. If they say anything that's disrespectful or what they don't want to hear, they're going to lose their money. They're going to lose views. Come on now.
$30 an hour. I can pay some guy in the Philippines or in India $4 an hour. So it works both ways. But what's happening with MAGA versus Musk, it's sort of like MAGA 1.0 versus MAGA 2.0. Who's MAGA 1.0? The guys that have been there 10 years versus the people that have been there basically 10 months. So you have the nationalists that you talked about right there. So you have the working class people, the America first that want to put America first. They're sort of the populists. They're the protectionists. You might almost say isolationists. MAGA 2.0, the people that have basically been there for 10 months versus 10 years. These are honestly former liberals, some of them. They're tech people.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a unique one. I wasn't expecting that. He wants to blame the MAGA 2.0, I guess. The ones that are saying all this racist stuff. They were former liberals. Oh, there you go. Hey, you know what? You get a 10 points right there. You get an A for effort, because who would have thought? Let's just blame it on ex-liberals who are now coming into the Republican Party and now being racist. Now saying all this crazy stuff. And they're not the real OG MAGAs, because the OG MAGAs only care about America first and, blah, blah, blah. Wow. You would think he would be a gold medalist gymnastics person. Okay, I don't know the right term for it, but he would win gold medals after gold medals after gold medals on the way that he's flip-flopping and making it bend and making it split everything. That's amazing right there.
Millionaires, they're the elites. They're a different form of MAGA. So the interesting thing here is when you do politics, you want to have a big tent party. Hey, we need your votes. We need your votes. We need your votes. Okay, we got your votes. And now you're like, yeah, get the hell out of here. Hold on, I'm sorry. You don't want Elon Musk? You don't want Vivic? Elon Musk gave how much money to Trump? $200 billion? All of a sudden, he's the bad guy? So this conversation that's being had needs to happen, no doubt. By the way, Trump hasn't even assumed office yet. It's crazy because, they say that the way that you campaign is different than how you govern. When you campaign, you made broad, just sort of out there, outlandish commentary. Yeah. But when you govern, you actually have to do some nuanced debates.
Okay, first off, where the hell did you take political science? Because that makes no fucking sense. oh, when you're campaigning, you just make all these crazy promises, you make all these crazy statements, and you make all these crazy. But then when you get into office, oh, now it's precise and precision, and you gotta be. But hold on, time out. Why can't you do that throughout your campaign? Why do you gotta be loud and making all these crazy promises, and then when you get into office, oh yeah, we can't do that? Isn't that the problem with politics? Is that people are just making these crazy promises that they know they can't back up, that they know they ain't got they ass can't cash that check? I don't know, but once again, he's doing a lot of bending to make this make sense.
For outlandish commentary. Yeah. But when you govern, you actually have to do some nuanced debates. But as we always say, FTM, follow the money. Speaking of, you read a stat out there. What percentage of the H-1B visas are Indians?
75%.
Okay, so it's basically Indians.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So follow the money, GDP per capita. What's the GDP per capita in India? In India, they're number 120 in the world. The average Indian makes $8,400 a year. Okay, that's from 2023. Mm-hmm. So my stat says that's what it says, 2,400. I see 8,400. I don't fact check that. America, $76,000 a year, GDP per capita. Either way, if you're working in America, you're making so much more than you're going to make in India. And by the way, what do you think the people do when they make this money?
What you just said. So what's your point there? Are you saying,
even if you're suppressing their wages, which is not fun. Okay, there it is right there, 7,000. Even if you're suppressing their wages, they're making 10x what they'd be making in India. So they have a choices to make. They don't have to come here, right? But there's also another thing.
Are you saying that because you're saying, the opportunity to live in India is not as good as here, and that's why
it's not even close?
No, meaning, so Indians are going to school there, but they're wanting to come to America here. The dream for them is to come here.
Who doesn't want to come to America?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to come to America? I love the analogy that you use, the restaurant analogy. How do you judge it?
What is he trying to say? You know what? Even if they are getting scammed, like they're making more money here than they would back at home. No. Hey, whatever your name is. No. Hey. Snap out of it. Okay. I got some smelling salt somewhere. Okay. Snap out of it. You are talking weird. And the problem isn't do they want to come to America and benefit? No, the problem is there's people that don't want them in America. And you just almost damn near proved the point on why they don't want the H-1B visas. It's 75% Indians, which I didn't know. I'm going to fact check that after this video. But if that's the case, hell no, they don't want them here. They don't want Vivic's brown ass over here. So what makes you think they want to just bring in more? Hey guys, man, I don't know if the cologne that they're wearing is messing up something upstairs, but we need to figure something out here, cause it ain't working. It is not working, and it is a bad look. Okay, and I'd rather be on YouTube with a few people watching than to sit here and pander to racist people to make a few $1,000s. I don't know, like, what's that I word? Integrity. You know what I'm saying? Standards, principle. If you have a solid foundation of those type of characteristics that can't be bought, you can't pay for integrity. You can't pay for standing on business. You can't do that. You can't go to Walmart and purchase that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're built with those type of functions in you, in your life, and you operate in that, you're gonna say no to doing dumb ish like we just seen. I would be damned if I'm gonna sit here in an interview and a lady make a Indian or a Hispanic joke, all right? First of all, I'm gonna check her on that. I'm like, hey, don't be saying that crazy around me. You know what I'm saying? And then have the audacity to build me up and say, you know what? But I'm not gonna vote for you because you're black. Hey, I don't care if you're 9 or 99, man or woman, blind, crippled, or crazy. I will whoop you. You're not gonna sit here and just disrespect me like that. We gonna have a problem here, okay? That's simple. Have some integrity. Have a little self-love. That will go a long way, I guarantee it. But if you guys agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below, or wait for it. Hit that Discord button so me and you can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.